Der Kringelunkenlied, Santa's Last Christmas, a Christmas play by John Laviolette, performed by the usual suspects. We begin with Santa standing in a small pool of light in a darkened room. His red suit looks as velvety red as one would imagine, but it appears rumpled and slightly sooty. He is holding a Hummel head doll in his left hand.
Nick, you have not spoken in a while, Nick. Why do you stand by the window so silent, Nick?
I'm afraid.
Afraid? I'm afraid I do not understand. Please, tell me what you are afraid of, Nick.
I'm afraid of the window, afraid to look outside.
Why do you suppose you are afraid of what is outside the window, Nick?
It's cold and dark out since. I don't want to talk about it.
Tell me the story, Nick. It will help if you tell the story.
If you really must know, it all started with the last Christmas ever, when I found I had a problem.
We are whisked away, as if by magic, to a bird's eye view of the North Pole, which is marked by a red and white spiral-striped pole. The snowbanks resemble shaving cream, and we see a small workshop that appears to be made of gingerbread with pink frosting trim. As we move in closer, we can see red flickering light shining from the windows and can hear shrill, tiny laughter.
It was the year Christmas went down in red flames as the terror spread across the land. I didn't know it yet, though the elves told me later they had always suspected.
Inside, the workshop is filled with busy little elves creating various gifts. One is even knitting an iPod.
We are working in Santa's shop, with our tools in our hands and our toys for tots. We really wish that we could stop, but we're worried that Santa can read our thoughts, and he'll give us such a bop. It'll make our heads reel and will hurt us lots. So we're working round the clock on Pokemon toys and a plastic cat that will fit in a Christmas sock, or under a tree at the laundromat. Be the first one on your block with a cockroach robot in a party hat. We remember when we were young, we could roam where we wanted and express our joys, but we lived on reindeer dung and got kicked in the nuts by Laplander boys who were jealous 'cause we were hung. So we headed further north where the ice annoys and the Christmas bells are rung. Now we're stuck in a workshop making Santa's toys.
Give me that guitar! Then the years went rolling by. Heavy presents were all the rage. There were reindeer in the sky. Kids asked for canaries in a rabbit cage, or some pants if they were high, till America hit another stage where the magic word was buy. Now the magic word is buy. Now the magic word is buy.
The head elf, dressed in green leather with a hippie fringe along the sleeves and pant legs, approaches Santa.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, Dropo. How are we doing today?
Merry Christmas, Santa. We're ahead of schedule. The last of the toys are almost done. The stable elves are brushing down the reindeer before harnessing them, and the weather looks fine tonight.
Good to hear, Dropo. I'm glad to hear this Christmas will be trouble-free.
Chris, it's terrible, so terrible.
Anna, dear, calm down. What could be so terrible?
See the news, Chris.
Oh no! They're canceling Christmas!
Nick, you said that Christmas had been cancelled, Nick. How did that make you feel?
I felt alone and helpless. Delivering presents every Christmas Eve was my whole life for centuries. To have it all swept away by...
Who cancelled Christmas, Nick?
It was the Burgermeister of Homeland Security. He ordered all chimneys to be sealed, all terrorists landing on rooftops to be shot, all mysterious presents to be burned, and all unused stockings to be donated to businessmen.
What did you do, Nick?
Well, at first, I cried and threw myself to the ground to thrash around like any self-respecting Kringle. Since that didn't solve the problem, I decided to seek expert help.
We are transported to the inside of Miser Cave, where Snow Miser and Heat Miser, along with their half-sized clone minions, are fighting, although no one is getting hurt. Snow Miser and his clones are throwing snowballs, which Heat Miser and his clones melt with fireballs long before impact.
Oh, look, it's that Diggity-Doggledy-Do-Gooder Spirit of Christmas, St. Nicholas himself.
Santa, never mind my numbskull hothead brother. He wouldn't know common courtesy if it died a flaming death on his front lawn. What brings you down from the North Pole, Mr. Claus?
I need to ask you a favor, Snow Miser, and since it involves lots of snow, I was certain you'd be the man to see.
Lots of snow?
I'm a wanted man, Snow Miser, and it looks like I won't be able to deliver presents tonight unless a ferocious snowstorm obscures everyone's vision.
Normally, Santa, I'd be happy to help, since snow is what I love best. But the Burgermeister of Homeland Security has banned all white powder, even powdered snow.
Christmas is ruined.
No flurries? What about fog?
Sorry, Santa, but fog and mist and clouds are outside my domain. You need to talk to my brother.
Heat Miser?
Not me, you Yuletime Yuts. Our other brother, Soda Miser.
Soda Miser, an enormous bottle-shaped person with white mist emerging from his head, enters the cave, followed by his own half-pint clones, who form a chorus line.
I'm Mr. Pib Christmas, I'm Mr. Do, I'm Mr. PepsiCo, I'm Mr. 7-Up too. They call me Soda Miser, whatever I touch starts to fizz in my clutch. I'm too much.
He's Mr. Pig Christmas. He's Mr. Do.
Shake it!
He's Mr. PepsiCo. He's Mr. Cherry Coke too.
They call me Soda Miser, whatever I touch starts to fizz in my clutch.
He's too much.
Oh, that's very kind. I never want to see a drink that's missing bubbles and fizz. I'd rather have it foamy. Carbonation is where it is. Some people like it when it's foamy. I like it when it's real foamy.
He's Mr. Pig Christmas. He's Mr. Do.
Pop a can.
He's Mr. Coca-Cola. He's Mr. Bubble Up too.
They call me Soda Miser. Whatever I touch starts to fizz in my clutch. I'm too much.
Too